No repentance!
The deluge of blood is coming for you all!
How does it feel now? I am staying here until they all freeze to death.
We ain't gonna beg for our lives! We ain't weak like you! As Dorsey lives, he'll kill you all! Death to Buchanan! Death to the 100 stinking families! No regret! No repentance! Buchanan! Death to the 100 state! We'll have our revenge! You ain't seen the last of us! Death to Buchanan! Death to the 100 stinking families!
Get your Colorado Patriot here, hot off the press! Extra, extra! Cowardly attack on Colorado Springs!
No regret! No regret!
Dozens killed!
Garden of the Gods is just north of Market Square. Marshal Lupinski should be out front.
Cakes. Well, I guess that takes care of the landmine. I'm back in business.
Take a look at what these marshals and Dorsey's got on them.
Those marshals were colleagues of mine. I'm gonna guess you didn't kill them. But you need to put all those valuables.
Fat chance. We got guns and ammo now. We don't take orders from marshals no more.
Taking the 6. Assessing the target.
They see us.
Came here for every class trip we ever had. Is Buchanan a man?
This whole place is a gloss. But who wants to hear all the ugly details?
I heard we had some new arrivals wash on in. Military types, they said. Well, much as I'd love to shoot the shit with you tryhards, Sheriff Daisy said to let you go on in. So, go.
Marshal Lupinski, I expect you to moderate your language in the presence of a young lady.
My apologies, Miss Weston. I meant no disrespect. Best of luck to you, and it's the Garden of the Gods. Rocks, experimental farms, and now nope. No room for amateurs in this town. You hear? No room.
Welcome to the freshly reopened Taiwan Jones's Emporium! We have everything you need!
It
didn't hear this from me, Franz, but word is there's still Dorseys all around the city waiting to jump innocents such as yourself. Be sure to stock up with me, yeah? Ah, you want to hear about the wide open seas, my trusty vessel, the wild waves crashing the shores? Well, sorry, chums. I'm just here to... I have no idea what you're talking about, Franz. Nope. No, wish that I did, Franz. Born and raised in Colorado Springs. Me? I've never even seen a fish in my life. Wondrous creatures, I hear. Sardine Lee.
Hello? Whoever just came up from the city, come in. This is Bellamy Ward. There are Dorseys all over the garden. I'm pinned down on a high ledge. Can you reach me? Oh, thank God. I'll call out if I see you, as long as it's safe. Hey! You on the ledge? Oh no. They found me.
Race to blow! That's why! I don't see no explosives! Hey! Where did you come from? Back the hell off, or you're dead! You saying I'm a child? You're the one who... Slash!
blood and lived?
Did the Patriarch send you? I'm sorry. I need to warn you. The Dorseys are gathering up ahead, but...
Bellamy! Bellamy, look at me! Have you seen my face?
Lucia? I thought you were with your family. Oh, thank God you're not. Thank God. They went up ahead with their hostages, but... Lucia,
If they've done anything to my people, I'm going to end them all.
Please do. I'll tell whatever I can to help. It's not much, but... My name is Bellamy Ward. I'm a scientist. I invented the solar collectors, and I was calibrating the solar arrays when the Dorseys came through here, herding their hostages with them. So they're savages. Animals. They beat those people. Laughed at them when they begged for their lives. The kids were screaming, so they beat them too. Then they dragged them all further on, toward their camp. God, no, I was stalling for time. If I had a few hours and the right chemicals, though, I could have prepared quite a surprise for them. I think they took everyone to their camp, just past the Gateway Rocks.
What about my family, Belle?
Last I saw them, they were all right. They were scared and a little banged up, but they were still alive. You saved my life. I won't forget it.
Time for one last stand.
You. No. Can't see a thing. I don't know if they're here or not. I can't... Come on. Let's find the monsters who did this. That was one of the Skylar girls, I think. Seems like we ought to leave her alone. Feels an awful lot like grave robbing. That was one of the Skylar girls, I think. Seems like we ought to leave her alone. Feels an awful lot like grave robbing.
I'm Isaac Reed. On behalf of all of us here, I want to offer our unconditional surrender. As proof of our goodwill, I want to tell you that the culprits got into town with help from Farron Brago's organization, and...
Isaac, how could you? How could you throw in with these people? How could you let them take my family? Where are my parents and my little brother?
They're in the grave you passed on the way here. They didn't suffer, Lucia. I promise. Baby, look. I didn't mean it to go this way. I try-
Stop talking right now.
We thought we were in the right. The Dorseys promised that we could take down the Patriarch.
What about all the other people they killed? Or was that part okay with you, Isaac?
It was Nelius Dorsey. He went looking for your family, Lucia. Your family especially. That's why I got you out of your house before the raid. I didn't want anything to happen.
You didn't want anything to happen to me? So you let savages abduct and murder my family. You knew—
But you're still alive, Lucia. Don't you see? You're still alive, and that's what matters most to me. He escaped. He took some vehicles and headed west into the mountains. I don't think he was planning to come back. We've been under the Patriarch's boot for 50 years. We say that the 100 families are in charge, but it's really just his family. Just him. I know you must think I'm a fuzzy-headed idealist, but this society's sick. It needs to change. Farron Brago's gang helped them get into town. I don't know how or why. And I overheard Nelius say something about Liberty Buchanan, the Patriarch's daughter. I think she's going to attack Colorado Springs. It sounded like she's gathering an army out in the plains.
I have heard enough. If your betrayal of my family was not sufficient, your treachery here most certainly is. In the name of the
Please, Lucia. I did this for you. All I ever meant was to help build a better world for you. For all of us. I can't tell you how much I regret. Please don't kill me. Please. Please, Lucia. I love you.
Okay. All right.
Please, Lucia.
You psychos! You killed Isaac! You'll kill us all!
As I went down in the valley to pray, studying about that good old way, and who shall wear the starry crown? Good Lord, show me the way.
Hey, and I just cleaned my gun.
Let's go down. Oh, Father, let's go down, down in the valley to pray. In the valley to pray. As I went down in the valley to pray, studying about that good old way, and crown, good Lord, show me the way. Oh, mothers, let's go down. Come on down, don't you wanna go down? Oh, mothers, let's go down. In the valley to pray. In the valley to pray. starry crown, good Lord, show me the way. Oh, fathers, let's go down, come on down. Oh, fathers, let's go down in the valley to pray. As I went down in the valley to praise.
We survived!
Come in, November 1. This is Ranger HQ. We're getting reports of shooting in your last known location at Garden of the Gods. What's your status? Over. Kick ass, November 1. Glad to hear justice has been done. Over and out.
You let me shoot him! Never shot anybody before today, and now I've gone and shot my boyfriend. I mean, my ex-boyfriend. I killed him. I really killed him. I can't believe he's dead. I can't. Still, I pulled the trigger. The choice was mine. I could have let him live. I need to find the people who steered Isaac wrong. The people who were really responsible. Neelius, Dorsey, and Liberty Buchanan. Will you help me find them? You can count on my guns every step of the way. Of course. Good. You've got yourselves a bargain, Rangers. We should go after Neelius Dorsey first. Isaac said he headed west into the mountains. No doubt he plans to hole up at one of the old resorts from before the bombs fell. I don't think we're ready to face him yet, though. Neelius will be dug in, I expect, and he'll have all his best...
I thought she said she was gonna follow orders, not give them.
For now, we should head back to the sheriff.
How's the family?
Shut
Hey, chums! Welcome to Taiwan Jones's Emporium. My store has everything you're looking for. Dive on in. Sardinely.
Really? Then who the hell was that in my house?
I loved this job.
Is it just me, or are the marshals cracking down on folks harder than before?
Brave Marshal stop Dorsey's at Palace Gates. Patriarch alive and safe.
Hey, you're the Rangers! Well, first time we met, I didn't know you were in town. Heard all about you now. Well, it's the only safe place we've got. Vegas is gone. The robots saw to that. Refugees say the East is dying too. Might still be a couple nations out there. Colorado's the only safe place left. And we have the Patriarch to thank. That makes this town the best place in the world, near as I can tell. Even if it isn't perfect.
You bet. Get your Colorado Patriot here, hot off the press.
Either of you ever worry about getting hitched to a pillar? What do you think they do with the bodies from the pillories?
Whatever you can do to help my boy, I'd surely appreciate it. Please, help my son!
Ooh, I don't even want to think about that.
Rangers, what brings you here? Indeed.
I think we should pull some marshals from Broadmoor, put them here in downtown. If an enemy gets all the way...
I like your style, Rangers. I asked for a favor and you came through for me. No more Dorseys in my city, and everybody can walk out their doors. Some of my marshals weren't too sure about you, but I see now that they were dead wrong. Old Saul always knows best. Damn right. It's in all our interests to keep this city safe. Now, before I forget, let me introduce you to Hope Emerson. She heard all about you coming to town and she wants to join up. Ain't that right, Hope?
Pleasure's mine, Rangers. Ran the lockup in a little town called Amity on Colorado's eastern border. Figured I could do the same thing for you at your HQ, assuming you'll be arresting people now and then.
Amity got flattened by the scar collectors a while back, so Hope came west. Been trying to get her to join the marshals ever since. We have some differences when it comes to crime and punishment. But that aside, she's smart, honorable, and should be an asset to your organization.
Great. I'll head over to Ranger headquarters in a bit and start fixing up your brig. I can't think of a better way to serve than to ensure that our justice is fair, even to those who transgressed against it.
So, back to business. Did you find out how the Dorseys got into town? Figures. That rat slinked into town about 5 years back, and the Patriarch, God love him, offered him a place to set up shop. Been nothing but trouble ever since. In fact, I had a hunch he might be involved, so I sent my best man over to his nightclub, the Little Vegas, to search for a connection. Haven't heard back from him, though, and Say, what if I asked you Rangers to go to Little Vegas and check up on him? And if you happen to find proof that Brygo helped the Dorseys while you're there, well, feel free to cuff the bastard and haul him in. Take down Brygo for me, and I'll make sure your HQ gets the best-equipped armory this side of the Rockies. Guns, ammo, armor, the whole shebang. The marshal I sent to the Little Vegas is named Delgado. Family man and the best inspector I've got. Keep him safe, and I'll owe you always a pleasure, Rangers.